Am I the a-hole for cutting off contact with my mom again after being no contact for 20 years because she dismissed me being SA'd? I, 31 female, recently started talking to my mom, 52 female, after 20 years. For context, I was raised by my grandparents since I was 6 months old along with my father. She would come in and out of my life for years but was never stable. When I was 11 my dad took his life. When she heard my dad died she went to court and got custody of me, taking me away from my grandparents who told her they would never keep her away from me and was open to visitation being they raised me. She said she didn't care and took them to court on the day of my dad's funeral. She was a full-time nurse so she wasn't home much, so she had her stepson watch me most of the time while she worked and slept. I was 11 and he was 16. Long story short, I was violently SA'd by him, and when she was given the choice to keep me and send him with his mom she took his side and dropped me off at my grandparents' house, and I didn't hear from her for 20 years. I'm now 31 and got a message from her wanting to reconnect. I was skeptical at first but ultimately gave it a chance. At first it went okay. She would FaceTime me through the day and invite us, me and my husband, over to have dinner. At dinner she had told me she missed me and wished that things could have been different. For context, I have very bad PTSD trying to talk about the trauma because having your dad take his life and get SA'd in the same month would be traumatizing for anyone. I tried to change the subject but she kept persisting that what happened could have been avoided and we were just kids being kids. I felt sick and excused myself to the bathroom. My husband followed and asked if I was okay, and I said no and I wanted to leave. She was physically confused as to why I was so upset, and I told her because I was a kid and my childhood was taken away from me from her stepson and that it wasn't kids being kids. She told me I was overreacting and that it was 20 years ago and we should move on and try to rebuild our relationship. I have since gone no contact again and don't plan on ever revisiting the relationship. Her husband reached out to my husband telling him how hurt she was and that I should just look past her and try to mend things, but I said no and blocked both of them. So am I the a-hole for going no contact again?